my concern about the world is environmental, and my concern is that already now the theory is that we live in a world of xenoestrogens, which means fake estrogens. And the source of the fake estrogens is from chemicals, plastics, insecticides, hormones in meat, preservatives in our food, and our bodies have estrogen receptors that take in these xenoestrogens and use them as estrogens. And of course this began with the work of Rachel Carson and the Silent Spring, when she found out that birds' eggshells and birds' reproductive abilities on the West Coast were being trashed by DDT. And then we began to realize the molecular similarity between chemicals and estrogens, and how it's affected our world today is with lower sperm counts for men and a lot more female problems, female cancers for women. Now, this xenoestrogen situation, combined with the effect of radiation on our bodies, could be contributing to an increase in cancer. There's a process called apoptosis, by which our bodies eliminate abnormal cells and get rid of any damaged cells so that they can't reproduce more damaged cells. This process of apoptosis is decreased by radiation. So if we leave radiation in our environment unchecked, then we have a weaker process of removing damaged cells. At the same time, we're creating more damaged cells with xenoestrogens. So we need to do something to stop this progression. So we need to make sure that we have less radiation in our environment, which is a big problem living in proximity to Los Alamos. And we need to make sure we take in less xenoestrogens. And in order to stop this process, we need to work harder to have a more organic environment with less pesticides, less insecticides, and we need to do something to reduce the radiation in our environment. There's also the element of the ozone layer and global warming and what that does to our cellular composition too. But for life in Santa Fe County, the effect of the radiation from Los Alamos is profound. And you know that we have a higher rate of leukemia in the valley below Los Alamos than most other places in the nation. So we really do have to be careful about how radiation is going to continue to affect us. And I'm strongly opposed to more plutonium pit production in Los Alamos. I really want to avoid that happening in our backyard, and I want to, when we already have WIPP as a nuclear storage site and production to the north of us in Los Alamos, we have strong radiation in our environment, and we need to do something to change that as soon as possible. We're all still recovering from the Los Alamos fire and what that did to spread radiation into our water supply and into our air. So I think it's really important that we decrease the amount of plutonium radiation coming from Los Alamos.